Hey guys, I just wanted to take the time to go over your quiz/test from last week. Hopefully you all will actually watch this and look at what you did wrong, and hopefully you can figure it out. Most of you did really well on this test, but a few of you struggled, so let's go ahead and go through it. Number one, find the probability for the following using the standard normal distribution. Well, draw the standard normal distribution, guys. Yes, I keep insisting that you draw your picture, and I saw some of you that were not drawing your picture still. Okay, this is 0. This is negative 0.41, and this is negative 2.59, and I want this area in between those two. So what do? I look up the probability for negative 2.59. The probability for negative 2.59 is 0.0048, and the probability for negative 0.41 on the table is 0.3409. And if I want the area between them, then I just simply subtract. So it's 0.3409 minus 0.0048, which turns out to be 0.3361, or 33.61%. I would have taken either answer. Okay. Number two, the average adult male in the U.S. over the past few years has watched 112 sporting events on the TV each year. Assume this distribution is normal with a standard deviation of 37. Find the probability that a randomly selected adult male watched between 25 and 50 events last year. So again, draw your picture, label it correctly. This is the mean, guys. This is the average. This is where one of you had a lot of problems. That's 112, and now I want between 25 and 50. So here's my 50, and here's my 25. This is what I want. So how do I get z-scores for this? Well, observed minus expected divided by the standard deviation. So it's just simply, for 50, you get a z-score of 50 minus 112 divided by 37. And that should give you, excuse me, negative 1.68. And for a z of 25, you should get 25 minus 112 divided by 37. And that gives you negative 2.35. And then once again, you look at your chart. Negative 1.68, the probability of that was 0.0465. Negative 2.35, the probability of that was 0.0094. How do I find the area between them? Subtract these two numbers. So if I subtract them correctly, I get 0.0371, or 3.71%. Either way is fine. Now, using the information in question 2, find the probability the randomly selected adult male watched more than 125 events. So again, just draw it, guys. I keep telling you to draw it, and some of you are just like writing numbers down. And I'm like, come on. All right, so more than 125, so I want to the right of 125. Well, once again, I have to find the z-score. So my z-score is simply 125 minus 112 over 37, which turns out to be 0.35. Okay, so the probability that goes with 0.35 is 0.6368. But again, that is to the left of 125. I want to the right because I want more than, so I have to do 1 minus 0.6368, or 0.3632. All right, so 3 down, 2 to go. I'm really hoping that most of you found this as a rather easy quiz/test. And yes, I know there's a T here, but I think you all were able to ignore that. The average cup of coffee only contains 5350 parts per million of coffee with a standard deviation of 412 parts per million. If you tested a pot of coffee, what is the chance it would have more than 5,500 parts per million? So, draw your picture. Okay. The average is 5350. Okay. And I want, what is the chance it would have more than 55? So that is to the right. And again, it's just one pot of coffee. Okay. So z-score is still going to be 5500 minus 5350 all over 412, which gives me a z-score of 0.36. Now, when I look at 0.36, that gives me a probability of 0.6406. Some of you are a little bit off on these. Don't know what you're doing, but your numbers are a bit off. But again, I want to the right. So to the right of this, I have to subtract 1 minus 0.6406, and that gives me 0.3594, or 35.94%. Now, using the information in problem 4, what's the chance that if you tested 36 pots of coffee, their mean would be more than 5,500 parts per million? Guys, everything is exactly the same. What's the only thing that changes? The only thing that changes is the way you find your z-score. So I'm even okay if you don't draw the picture here. Z equals 5,500 minus 5,350 over 412. Now, because I'm testing more than one, I have to divide that by the square root of 36. Now, guys, if you're not doing the math correctly, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, because if you do the math correctly here, you get 2.18 as your z-score. Okay. Well, if 2.18 is my z-score, then my probability ends up being 0.9854. But once again, because we're going to the right, we have to subtract. So we have to do 1 minus 0.9854, which gives us 0.0146, or 1.46% chance of 36 pots of coffee means being more than 5,500 parts per million. Clearly, that's a lot less than if you tested just one coffee pot. And I hope we've talked about this a little bit as to why. And guys, that was it. How long did that take? 7.5 minutes. It took 7.5 minutes for me to go over this test. With notes, with everything that you guys had, I thought that all of you would get 100% on this. It's a couple of little errors, but overall, like I said, I'm very happy. And those of you that struggled on it, part of it's because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. So watch the videos, do the homework, and you'll be fine. All right, guys, have a great day.